My 25M friend, 23F, lied to get me to sleep with her. I, 25M, went out with some friends last night. About 5 months ago I found out my girlfriend of a couple years was cheating on me, and last night I felt like finally moving past that. There are 2 single women in my group of friends, but one that I felt like I was forming a connection with. I made some moves, but she didn't seem receptive. No big deal. Whenever we were done, we only had one designated driver and about 7 of us piled into a car. The other single friend, 23F, lives up a few floors in her apartment, so I offered to walk her up to her place since she was pretty drunk, though I was probably more drunk. When we got to the stairs, she was like, "Okay, I'm going to need some help up the stairs," and in my drunk brain I was like, she wants me to pick her up and carry her. Dumb idea while drunk, I know, so I threw her over my shoulder and carried her up the stairs. From then it was on like Donkey Kong. Sparing you some details, I put her down and she lunged at me. She asks me to stay the night. It's important to note that I'm not one for casual hookups. I want a serious relationship eventually. I'm not a prude. I'll have sex on a first date or whatever, but only if it's with someone I want to get serious with. So I said to her something along the lines of, if we're going to do this, then I'd like to take you out on a date. She, while kissing my neck, said, "What are you going to make a girlfriend out of me?" I was like, "Not right this second, but I'd like to get to know you better one-on-one and see if we'd both like to take it there." She enthusiastically said yes, and I texted my friends and told them she was going to let me crash at her place. This morning I wake up, we're all goo-goo with each other. We're supposed to get lunch with the same group of friends today, and we have some other stuff we're planning on getting into. I joke about blowing them off and just doing our date today, and she says we don't even have to leave the bed at all, as she hops on top of me. We have sex again. Afterwards though, her tune changes completely. She says that she's not actually looking for something serious, but also she's seeing someone else, and while she's not serious with him, they're at a point where he wouldn't be cool with her having sex with someone else. I'm furious at this point, asking why she would do this to someone she calls a friend, and she said that my ex, who I dated for 2 years, the one who cheated on me, said I was a good lay with a large, well you know. I am fucking furious at this point. It hurt so much when she dropped the first bomb on me, but then to bring my ex into it. I was absolutely devastated. I am still devastated. I walked out, called a ride back to my place, and as I'm sitting in the backseat of a fucking stranger's car, she's texting me asking me not to say anything to our friends, because she doesn't want it to get back to this guy, and she doesn't want our friends knowing that we hooked up. She's telling me, "Nice guys don't kiss and tell. Show me some respect, please." I just don't feel like doing anything. I can't even muster up a response to her, because I feel so defeated. I feel used. I've been there for her through thick and thin. I considered her a close friend, and now I don't know. If this was a Tinder hookup, I'd just move on, but this is a friend I trusted and confided in. Edit. I told my close guy friend this situation. He doesn't know the guy, and neither does his wife. He said he's going to make sure all of our friends are there for me, and said he's willing to burn bridges with anyone who isn't. He's going to leave it up to me to tell them though. We're supposed to have lunch with our friends here in a couple hours. He said that him and his wife are going to call her and tell her not to come. Maybe you don't need a large group of friends. Just a couple good ones are all you need, smiley face. I'm sorry you got lied to and betrayed. So did the guy she is seeing. You know what nice guys do? Tell the truth, and protect other people from her shittery. If she wants respect, she shouldn't act so disrespectful towards others. If I were you, I'd text your friends, tell them what happened, try to find out who she's seeing, and tell him too. I'm dealing with my own cheating ex right now, and that's what I would want someone to do for me. I'm sorry this happened to you. This woman is not your friend. She has proved herself manipulative and untrustworthy. Please confide in a friend who can support you and consider taking an STD test. You don't owe this woman anything, not your silence, not your loyalty. However, be aware there may be repercussions throughout your friend group if you speak out, so I would consider your approach. Her partner deserves to know she's sleeping around, but it's not your responsibility to tell him if it will impact you negatively. Protect yourself first. She continues to manipulate you by trying to guilt you into silence. For the sake of this not getting any messier than it already is, I'd get out ahead of this and tell your friends what she's done. Or at least your closest friend or two in the group, and they'll tell everyone else. Before she starts spreading lies. The person to come forward first tends to be believed. And it's not like you're still going to try to be friends with this chick after her stunt. Heck, just send this post to a close friend as it lays out everything very clearly. Well up. The silver lining here is you learned what type of person she is, and now she's, hopefully, out of your life for good. Not that I'm a doctor, but she honestly sounds like she has antisocial personality disorder. Either way, her behaviors meet all the objective criterion of being toxic. You're better off without someone like that in your life, and now you know who your real friends are. If she actually pursued a relationship with her, she would have eventually hurt you much more deeply than she just did, so it's a hidden blessing in a way that she outed herself as being toxic. In a world filled with self-proclaimed nice guys and a sea of F-bois, a sensitive guy like you who wants serious connection is a rare breed. You will find a lady worthy of your time. This one definitely wasn't it. Eyes forward, friend.